What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey man, it's your boy Greg Gray. It's Dope Living TV Live. We start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. What up, y'all? We are taking a moment to just chill, just hang out with ourselves, talk about some things. All right, look, if you're ready for a conversation, as I said in the post, that hits your nerves and wakes up something in you, tune in. All right. We're gonna dig into some stuff that most people are afraid to talk about. People avoid the thoughts. So we're gonna find out about the lies that we tell ourselves, the masks we wear, and whether we're actually growing or are we just getting older. Mo, what you say about it?
I say we're just getting older.
You don't think we grown? I mean, yeah, we're getting older, but are we growing while we're getting older?
You must if you're getting older. I mean, the right way anyway.
What's the song say? With everything, turn, and turn. But yeah, we're just gonna talk about some things, man. This is not to get things off your chest. We really want to inform you. And I got to say something too, again, Mo, addressing yesterday. We had the people from Melanin and Marriage on yesterday, and they were giving us great conversation. Again, we don't do this to argue or to fuss and to fight, man. We just want to inform people about different things and give different opinions about different situations from different people who may share the same situations.
Well, you know, that's why we call it Dope Living TV.
Yeah, you know,
we just let people know how you live it. You know,
and we can't take it personal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
None of this stuff is personal, and even though people have gone to school for different things, so I'm gonna respect the fact that if anyone has a doctor in front of their name, I'm gonna give them that respect that they know what they're talking about. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And if you have a podcast or a platform where there is a doctor on and they've allowed you to come in and share the values and the ideas that they share, then I'm taking it. They're not gonna waste their time. So they're probably knowing what they're talking about as well from their perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I get it 120, 110%. It's kind of like you know, a professional football player, and you telling them they ain't about nothing, but they're on a winning team just because they ain't scored the touchdowns, you know, but they're part of the team. And again, and none of us get there by ourselves, whether you're a doctor or not. You know, we always have to have somebody help us go up that mountain.
Yeah, I don't care what you do, period. I don't care if you're an expert at this, okay, as far as college-wise, okay? If you've gone through something, to get to something else, then I want to know how you got to this happy point, how you got to this place in life where you're okay and you're still here to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Sure do. I mean,
So again, go ahead.
I was telling some folks the other day that they always ask me, about how I deal what I do. I said, to tell you the truth, I can just tell you the grace of God, really, most of it. Sometimes I don't. I mean, a lot of people didn't know that I was still going to be here.
Right.
So
right. That part.
The grace of God with me, and I always tell them that.
The same here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody, and we've said this before too. Everybody has the will, the right, the privilege of starting from a starting line and moving from that starting line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where you go with it, that's on you. Okay, but God wants us all to be happy right off the jump. He wants us all to be happy, and the sadness we create in our life is not because of Him; it's because of us. Which role we took, and we took that left side. Then that's on them. It ain't on us, right?
Yeah, that gets under my skin sometimes when folks say, well, you chose that side and, that's the way you is. That ain't the way I am. Sometimes it may have happened like that, but I made a choice, and the choice was mine. Whether it's right or wrong, it was my choice.
And we individually have to live with it.
Exactly. Did nobody make it for me? It is what it is.
Yeah. So, having said that, man, there were some comments that were on the show yesterday that were kind of disrespectful to the guests that were on, that we, as Dope Living TV Live, that we invited on the show. Kind of disrespectful. And, we still love everybody that comes through and talks, but, let's give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Nobody's claiming to be the guru of anything, but they may be a bit knowledgeable about some other things that we aren't knowledgeable about. Okay. Like I said, I learned about love languages yesterday. I knew nothing about what a love language was. I just did what I did. Okay. What's up, Gina?
Gina.
Hey,
so again, and I preface this with every show. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Mo, finish the sentence.
If you don't like it, get your own damn show.
Yes. Period. And that's the disrespect that we gonna get.
I was gonna put a little talk box on. A little talk box is doing real crazy. I was playing with that.
Get that working, bro. Let's get it. Anyway, man, tonight, man, like I said, we're just gonna have a conversation, man, and we got the people that can do it too. Now, I gotta preface this also, and I tell the audience, I tell everybody on the show as well. Watch Gina's eyes.
That's why I got on glasses, so you can't see my eyes.
Okay.
You don't hide.
I'm telling all y'all, watch Gina's eyes. Okay? Something that, again, she's knowledgeable.
Eyebrows go up like this right here.
I'm going to be poker face moving forward. I'm gonna be a poker face.
That's never gonna happen, y'all. So let me start off with this question, okay? We go through life and we do everything that we want to do, and a lot of people may not like what we do, okay? And some people tell us, without thinking about your feelings, without caring what you think about it. So the question is, do we actually want the truth, or do we just want the version that feels good?
I want the truth.
Nah,
I do.
because the truth, and I've been dealing with that lately. Sometimes it's people, and I respect that fact. People tell the truth all the time, okay, but sometimes it's not what you say; it's how you say it. You know what I mean? So,
and that's the part. It's how you say it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be nasty about it, or then
and
It's not
arrogant
gonna be.
with it.
It's not gonna be received very well.
No.
I know I'm not gonna receive it well.
No, not at all, not at all. But that's the point. So yeah, we, and I guess this question is two-faced. Okay, we do want the truth. We definitely want the truth, but we do want the version that feels good. We want people to say, "Hey, man, those are some interesting looking ankles that you have. Those are nice."
But it looked like you've been boxing rhinos with them bad boys.
You know. My God, Donnie Griffin, man, praying for you and your wife, man. I know she had a procedure or whatever happened. Okay, praying for you guys, man. Frank Summers, what's going on, brah? Yeah.
Right.
Byron said the worst truth is better than the best lie. I like that one.
I think people shouldn't ask if they don't want to hear the truth.
Yeah, it's true.
And sometimes you have to know the person. Sometimes you may want to ask if they want to, if they want to know something, or if they'd be okay if you said this. You have to know the person. You can't just be like, come in and you just throwing it all out there, and that's not the kind of person. That person doesn't have that personality where they can receive it right.
But you can't assume. You can't assume, like you just said, Gina, you can't assume that person will receive it the right way, okay?
Right.
Because most times those people that are in their piece, I'll call it their piece, and so they feel that they can talk, say, do whatever they want to do because they are cool with it, okay? And they can say whatever they want to say to anyone else, and they don't care, or subconsciously they don't care how they feel. Go ahead, Mo.
8 times out of 10, when you ask somebody their opinion, you know what they're gonna say. Almost 8 times out of 10. If they're a person that's a true friend, they're gonna look at them, man. They're gonna run it down like that. They're not just gonna bust you out and be all crazy with it. They're gonna do it respectfully, but they're gonna tell you in their friend voice.
Well, that's the thing, Mo. That's an interesting point you brought up. You will accept negative feedback from a friend more often than you would for somebody who's just an associate or somebody who just just want to tell you that that skirt don't look good. Your friend a good friend can tell you anything because it's coming from the heart.
Right, and that's the one you're gonna ask. 8 times out of 10, that's the one you're gonna ask. You're gonna ask that one friend that's gonna tell you straight from how to look back. I need your straight opinion about X.
Okay, but what if you don't?
And then sometimes you have total strangers, like our boy Kevin said. They used to give advice on his podcast.
Yeah,
he's very frank, and a lot of people didn't know where it was coming from. Say, wait a minute, hold on. You came to me and asked me this question. It's not like I just saw you on the street and said, "Hey, this is the way it is." I'm just telling you the truth is raw. I may have said it the way I said it, but it is what it is.
Right. So what if you don't ask for it? Ask their opinion or anything like that. What if they just come at you and be like, "Hey, look, man,
you get what you get."
I want to tell you the other day, blah 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 blah, and
you're probably gonna be on defense.
Yeah,
exactly. You're gonna get double barrels, or you ain't gonna get no Malvern. You know that. You know something gonna come out of that you ain't gonna do.
Yeah. Frank said the truth will set you free, but you have to be respectful.
Who? You are the person you telling the truth to. That's the question. It's gonna set who free.
Did y'all see the eyebrows go up?
I gotta give my poker face on.
And then Byron said the lie has to be remembered, whereas the truth is not going to change.
Ever.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Where am I at here? Okay. I was talking to Mo earlier and we touched on it, we glanced on it, but let's get into it, okay? Where we're at in our time of life. Are we growing, or are we just aging?
Everybody doesn't grow. No matter how old they get, they still stuck where they were 20, 30, 40 years ago. So everyone does not grow. Everyone is going to age. That's not, that's a given. But everyone is not going to grow. Think about some of the people you used to run with when in your 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
You know, some of them didn't grow, and that's probably why you left them behind.
Some of them doing the same thing.
Same old thing.
Growth is a process. You know, aging is a privilege, is a blessing. Growing is a process, and with growth, well, let me ask you guys: do you think there should be repetition in growth? You know, like people say I'm working on myself, okay, but you look at them and be like, well, damn, dude, you ain't changed a bit. You know what I'm saying? You may think, yeah, you changed a bit, okay. Is that is that growing? Is that only growing individually, or is that
I mean, it's kind of like this. If there's a person in your class and they happen to be remedial, they ain't growing the same way as the rest of the class growing. But in their mind, if they know their ABCs and they just know the A and the B and the C and that's it, they don't know the D, E, F yet, they can grow. It's their increments of growth. You know, that's their growth.
Yeah, everybody grows at their own pace.
I'm sorry.
And again, some do not grow.
Okay, my brother Donald said, I'm sorry. He said they still talking 70 and 80. Frank said,
you know what? That always remind me of that movie with the Wayans when Huggy Bear got out of prison and he had on the platform shoes with the goldfish in it. He was strutting out of there like he was the man, and he looking around and seeing how everything changed, and then he started slowing his roll and kind of looking embarrassed. That all people that don't change remind me of that.
But he did change at the end. He got his clothes right and all of that stuff when he saw everything else. He started. I remember they started running and the glass shoe broke and the fish came out.
The glass shoe, the fish was on the ground flipping around.
Flipping around. That was funny. Frank said pace and space. Yeah, man. But I think, you know, like I said, growth is a process, and I think that some people take even growing for granted, and they use arrogance in the place of growth. Okay, but they want people to think a certain way about them, you know, and I think that's the most shallowest thing in life for you to put that persona out there. We talked about that on the show yesterday about putting out that persona that you want people to see you as opposed to who you really. Hell, you might not even like who you are if you start being who you really are. You may not like. So yeah, like what did I put here? Going back to the other one real quick, okay? Some people give that selective honesty, okay, the biased thinking. And when we talk about the truth, sometimes we pretend we don't want to hear it. We pretend we don't see it. We pretend we don't feel it. We pretend it doesn't bother us. And we do that until it affects us, our beliefs, or a member of our family. And for me, I'm telling you, I don't appreciate, I want the truth, okay? But again, it's not what you say. It's how you say it. If you coming at me, it's going to be a whole different
thing, selective honesty? I've never heard that term. What's that thing, selective honesty?
Okay, I think it's part of being a hater, okay? So you at some points you're cool with everything that they're doing, and you tell them, hey man, that hair looks good. Hey man, that car, it's great, okay? But then when they get to a certain level, now that other side, that other the rough honesty comes out. Okay, it's like, yeah, man, it kind of look good, but I see that scratch on it. Okay, that wig look nice. Okay, it hanging real good. Okay, but I do see the front part. I see the lace front. All right, just saying, that's selective honor. Like Byron said, people fool Mother Nature, but Father Time is undefeated. Hey, look what Donald said. He said, Beverage, Tolliston, West Side. Let's move on. Good time. He said them all. Wait a minute. I've been knowing this brother since Beverage. Since Tolliston, West Side. That's my brother for real, man. Y'all got to do that. Frank said some people get confused with growing and stop because of the fear of growth. People are really afraid of growing up.
Yeah, shoot. It's a cold, cold world out there.
It's a cold.
Especially being at the ish together,
Yeah, but I don't think. What are we afraid of though? When you're growing up, I mean, can't you grow into something better than what you are? Because you got the core. You got the core of everything when you first start out, and it's not going to be like you want. But as you get older, you start molding this and shaving off that and enhancing that and getting better at this, and I'm just saying, dude. Why are people so obsessed with the motion or the manner of growth as opposed to just letting it happen organically? You know what I mean?
Some people take age as being irrelevant, getting less and less relevant. And when a lot of people, when that think that happen, they think they can change that by changing the image.
Yeah.
Them images are hard to change, but once you messed it up.
It depends on what they're starting with, you know what I mean?
Those images are so hard to change once you mess it up. So it's a lot. Just I'm gonna be transparent right now. And Byron said, selective honesty. MF is going to be lying sometime, all the time.
Ooh, you don't have to put any money in the curse jar.
I didn't say the word though. I didn't say the word.
I know you didn't. That's why I say you don't have to put any money in the curse jar.
Keep it.
Okay, so let me put this out to you guys. Okay, and Frank said you should be able to, but look at where we are today as people and what's going on, how we treat each other. Great statement, Frank. So, and y'all be honest, okay? And Gina, be honest, because Gina's one of the most honest people I know. But I want you to be the subdued honest, okay? Not that. Well, let me tell you, boy. All right, I need to subdue it. Can you really forgive somebody that you're still resentful towards?
Then how did you? You didn't forgive me.
Can you really forgive somebody that you're resentful towards? That you're still resentful towards? They did something to you, all right, and they said they're sorry. You said okay, but are you really cool with that?
Not if you hold resentment. You shouldn't even take the apology.
Yeah, but you took it.
Then you're not honest. You're not.
Yeah,
I mean, it may be something that you need to sit down and talk out with them. An apology is just not going to cut it. We need to talk this through so it doesn't happen again, or you don't make me feel this way, or we're not here again. It's not always, and I'm sorry or I apologize, it's going to fix everything. So if you still hold resentment, then you need to talk that out with that person.
Yeah, I think if somebody really, and it depends, like you said, you have to have that conversation, all right? But a lot of people get that fake forgiveness.
That don't work.
I'm so sorry.
That doesn't work.
That's that fake forgiveness.
Yeah, because you know what? You're gonna come back around to that same situation.
But that's the reality, and it's an uncomfortable reality that forgiveness does not automatically heal everything. And that's what a lot of people think. You forgive, I forgive you, and everything is cool. No, it ain't. Believe me, I know it ain't.
No, that's why you have to be careful what comes out of your mouth, because you can never take it back, and sometimes it can cut like a sword.
Yeah. All right, check this out. Here's one. So a lot of people, and I've been in that position myself. I told y'all, I would tell y'all my whole life if I have to. Okay, lies. I told a gang of them. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I told a whole gang of them to the point where I start forgetting them, and I can't cover them. So I said, forget it. I'm done with them. All right. If you don't like what I'm talking about, and if you don't believe me, I don't have to prove anything to anybody. But how many times do people out there, and you know somebody out there, Mo, Gina, they lie to themselves. Self-deception. They lie to themselves. They deny what the things that happen. They deny, and they blame it on other people. They push it away. Okay. I call it the lies that we tell ourselves to sleep at night. So just to get to a point of okay, well, look, I may have been there, but it wasn't me. All right. I mean, y'all know people like that, right?
Every freaking day. Because he happens to be our president.
Oh wow! The views.
Ooh, Mo.
I said it.
And I said it.
I said it. I mean, just think about what you just said. Everything you just said applies.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Every day.
Hey, Bobby said I tend not to be resentful with people. Either they matter or they don't. If the possibility of resentful feelings is present, they probably need to be history. I agree with that.
There you go. I feel the same
You ain't gonna
way.
get that with everybody. Don't gonna be very few people left on that bus when it stopped.
Get rid of whatever. I'm running through subjects I have written down, man. We never had a chance to talk about them, so I figured we just do it today. Okay. So here's something about entitlement, the ego. You know what I'm saying? The respect that we want versus the respect that we earn. All right. So we always want everybody to talk to us right, respect what we're doing, okay, and this and that. But have we really earned respect? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not saying us in general. I'm saying people in general. When this conversation we're having is about everybody in general, but we can't relate our own ideas.
I kind of answer that question with a question. You know, reparation. Is that something that you figure that we're entitled to, or something that we earn?
Say that again. You said reparations?
I get what he's saying. Reparations, is it something that we're entitled to, or is it something that we've earned?
That's that second part is a mug. I'd just like to see what the reaction out there is, because a lot of people feel that reparations is something that we shouldn't get.
Okay.
Well, my thought is this. There were other instances where people receive reparations, so I think it should go across the board. Why stop at a certain race or a certain group? If you did it for one, do it for all.
Right.
That's my thought.
Here's my thought on this too, though. All right. Why are we? And I'm gonna try to put this the right way so y'all don't jump on my ass.
I know what you're gonna ask, but go ahead. Nobody's gonna jump down your throat.
Why would we? Okay, our ancestors, they broke their ass, they broke their back to do this, to do that, to get us to the point where we're at, to get our great great grandfather and our great great grandfather, my grandfather. But I'm here, we making $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, and we join the fight for reparations, okay, about something that we feel that we're entitled to. Is that
a lot of us wouldn't be in the situations we are if our ancestors weren't put through that. We would have had just like the next. Yeah, but we still here. So we're still here. We are the product of what happened to them.
Mm-hmm. We should get reparations, huh?
Think about this, G. If
we built this country, yes, this country would not be what it is today if it was not for and still for us, even us that's out here now. We still are building on this country. They still getting all our money.
Think about this, G. If everything would have started equal like it's supposed to, imagine where you would be, Gina would be, and I would be now.
Yeah. But imagine if we still had Rosewood.
But see, I can't imagine
that would have spread from neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood.
I can't
imagine that was owned. The people that got killed for that property, the ideas that were stolen, the money that was stolen, the people that are still getting money stolen from them, because it's still a difference in if I turn in an insurance claim and somebody else of another culture turn in, it's a definite difference as far as response.
Okay, well, we can talk about that because you know that now, but do we know that? Do we honestly know, unless our people were there, that Rosewood happened, that Color Purple happened? Do we know?
There were some survivors.
Yeah.
Not everyone died in Rosewood. There were some survivors.
Fortunately,
they were there to tell the stories.
Yeah, fortunately, we had somebody that wrote it down and told the stories.
That's right.
But we could talk about the movies all day long. And
I'm not talking about the movies.
But wait, understand this. Go ahead, Mom.
Books and records. There's plenty of court records. Actually, there's some court records about the bombings that happened in Oakland. So, I mean, there's still a bunch and stuff in Memphis and the stuff we don't even know about. Rosewood was another one. Greenwood was another one. You had stuff happening in Texas. It was a bunch of those Rosewoods everywhere. It just had made a conscious decision to eliminate it, to try to erase it. That's a conscious decision.
And you know what? Reparations is not necessarily monetary.
No.
I mean, I think they passed some reparations in California.
California, they did, yeah.
It was basically, to give people the education that they should have in order to start being able to earn that wealth. Well, so, and they're not giving them money. They're not, they're not feeding them. They're teaching them how to fish.
Well,
I thought that was going to spread to other states when I saw that happen in California, but it hasn't. But that I thought was a great move, helping people to be able to purchase homes. These were the reparations that were given out in California. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think we should have the same opportunity as the next race. I think we should be able to go into a bank and be able to get a loan based off of, the same thing. And they can walk in and get whatever they want. It's called white privilege. That is a thing.
Ooh. Good thing Steve ain't here tonight.
He'd be like, hey, it.
Good thing Steve ain't on tonight. Everybody's door be open on the block.
I mean, I just think about it like this, bro. Just like Gina just said, everybody got their due that was done wrong. Hell, even in Native Americans, they didn't give them their due. They just gave them a piece of land and then turn around and took all the resources. But they're still making due. They still got their, a piece of the land. And then all the Europeans that came over, the immigrants that came over, they gave them land. So they gave them something to start with. We didn't even have that option. Okay. And most of us most of us were born here. You know what I mean? Some of the original.
Byron says it's called having the white away.
Yeah.
Not the white
most of us
away.
that were born here didn't even get that kind of treatment. So, and the fact that any of us own anything right now, sometimes you think about it, you start thinking back, and you're like, man, the other people.
But you know what?
What
that's also, you know, a lot of people feel that that's also them saying that they did wrong us, and that's enough. That's enough for some people. But we can't even get that.
I think
right?
enough for me is that, okay, yes, I understand where we came from, what our forefathers, our ancestors had to go through in order to get us to where we're at.
And we're still going.
We're struggling. Yeah, we are, but we're in a better place than what they were. So all that they did worked to a sense for us. I'm talking about you, me, Gina, people now. It worked. So having it work, it's reparations. You know, I think it's reparations. It's working. We benefit from what they did. It doesn't, like Gina said, it doesn't have to be monetary. All right, so let me put this on y'all real quick. And Gina, I really would want you to get in on this one, all right? For real.
Okay.
No joke. All right. And you guys out there that's watching the show, I know you guys are watching. Some people aren't commenting, okay? But I really need y'all to comment. Byron, Frank, Donna, y'all comment on this too. Mo, how much of your personality is actually yours? And let me break it down, okay?
Why you don't want me to answer that?
No, I'm gonna break it down. Hold on, because I want you
okay.
to basically psychoanalyze it, okay? A lot of who we are today, and we talked about it with our ancestors and this and that, it was not chosen, right? A lot of this is we inherited some things. As we're growing up, we copied some things, and some things were just forced on us to bring us to who we are today. Am I correct, or am I wrong?
I mean,
so we developed who we are from things that happened to us. Okay, so think about it. You know, pull it apart. Are we? How much of our personality is actually ours?
I think the blessing is that all of us had good examples, and we didn't pick and choose. It was I'm gonna say beaten, but I don't mean it physically. I mean put into your mind by your parents and your grandparents and your uncles and aunties on the type of person they want you to be, and you picked those things and you made those decisions. Again, you had examples. Goes back to the same thing.
That's my thought exactly, Mom.
You had examples that made you. I mean, that is me. All of my ancestors,
right?
You know, my super is my dad. You know,
okay.
But
let me interject there for a second, okay? And Gina, you talk on that, okay? Yeah, that's all of the good stuff. Okay, so where did you pick up the habit of you know what I'm saying? Where you pick up the habit of slapping somebody in the back of the head, okay, or cussing, or some of the other stuff. Where did that from? How much of that personality is actually you, Gina?
I think all of it is you, and I agree with what Mo said. There's a lot of things going on around you growing up, whether it's in your house or outside your house, at school, at your job. You're going to pick up some of that in every environment that you're in, but you choose which of those things, which of those elements that you're going to keep with you. Not all of them. You're not going to keep them all.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
But so they got to be yours if you're the one choosing to keep those. You know what I'm saying? I get the a lot of how I am as far as, you know, being the type of wife that I am, being the type of mother that I am. I get a lot of that from my first mother-in-law. I looked at her and I saw how loving and caring she was with her children. And I said to myself, that's the kind of mother I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
you know. So you choose those elements that you keep with you, so they got to be yours because you're choosing them and you're making a conscious choice that these are the things that I want to be in, you know, as a person.
And you strip
So
away
to
all of
me,
that other
they
bullshit.
are that it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
And you strip away all that other bullshit. You know, you strip
That's
away all of the
right.
stuff because you've been knocked around. You got hurt by some of the stuff, and I'd be like, well, man, maybe I shouldn't do this. You know what I mean? Maybe I shouldn't do that. And those are the things that you picked up from somewhere else, okay? And you strip them off, okay? Because believe me, I can tell everyone out there that there were some things that I felt like because I had this TV show, made a lot of money, that I could do coming into Dope Living TV Live. This one right here and that one right there told me, Greg, nope.
That ain't dope, right?
You can't do that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And those are the things that I picked up, but I had to strip them out, okay? I had to strip them off. Everything, I've learned everything is not funny. Maybe funny to me, but it ain't funny to everybody else. It's hurtful, okay? So stop doing that. Get away from it, okay? Byron said one can have all the right examples in life and still behave like one of the short bucks licking the windows. The one on the short bus licking the windows.
Licking the window, yeah. That is true. That is so true. But you know what makes that kind of person happen? You know, you done had all. I've known some folk like that who done grew up with the right folk, you know, and there's always that thing in the preacher's kid. You know, preacher's kid done had everything, the best of everything, shoes, clothes, whatever. You know, dad, mom, and family. You know, aunties, uncles. You know, you raised in the church with some of the baddest hell raisers out there. You know, think about it.
But I'm gonna tell you, this is why I love who we have on the show. We got a diverse, multicultural. When I say cultural, I mean we're all the same color, but multicultural as far as we do. Multicultural people on this show who has different lives, different opinions, but we are genuine. And that's what I think makes all of you thousands and thousands of people watch this show, because we stay genuine. We tell you our faults. We tell you our successes. We tell you our pains. We tell you our happiness. And we're transparent. And then the people that we bring on the show, they do the same. We insist that they do the same, okay? We do it in a celebratory type of way, but we insist that they go ahead and tell that story, all right? Some of these stories have literally made us cry. Some of these stories have literally, after the show, y'all got talked about, okay? For real.
It was a conversation. We didn't talk about it. We had a conversation.
Not in the past maybe 3 years. We ain't talked really bad about nobody, okay? But
we hadn't really had no show people to show up to come and show the ask. That first couple of years, bro.
Couple of years, boy.
Woo. We had to be real black on some of them.
People are on the show and not on the show. Okay. Love everybody though. We're genuine. We're real. Okay. That was something that I did in the past. I gotta stop doing that. Okay. Today. Right. Are we addicted? Not you guys, but are we as a people addicted to the struggle? Everybody talking about this is for the struggle. Are we addicted to the struggle?
I don't want no struggles.
I call it, if you're addicted to the struggle, then you're self-sabotaging yourself. All right, you are predisposing yourself to that struggle, and that's where you're gonna be in that damn struggle that doesn't necessarily exist. It's in your head, okay? Because Ray down on the block can't get no job, and you like, well, dang, Ray can't get a job. Can't nobody get a job. I'm gonna go out there and hang by Walgreens with him with that cup, Are we addicted to the struggle? Does misery love company?
I mean, to me,
misery does love company.
It depends what the struggle is. I mean, you got struggle like I gotta do it or I'm gonna die. Then you got struggle is I'm on my way up the ladder struggle. And it's really, it looks like a struggle on the outside, but on the inside you're cruising. You never work a day in your life if you love what you do, you know. So I mean, the struggle is totally different from person to person. I mean, if you gotta struggle hard like that to eat, you know, big, that's to us, that's struggling. But you know, again, to be real, go ahead. Sorry,
no, I was just gonna say, you know, Gina, you got anything to say about this?
Yeah, it really, you may look at it as a struggle. Others may look, and again, it is depending on what you're working hard for.
Mm-hmm.
If you're working hard for somebody else, you're struggling. If you're working hard for yourself, you're not.
Build that staircase in somebody else's house, but you can build the elevator in yours. I say it all the time. Come on now.
Yeah.
And today, guys, we just talking. All right. I sent Gina a whole list of subjects. I forgot to send them to you, Mo. But I sent Gina a whole bunch of things. And I said, Gina, pick one of these and let's see what we talk about. Gina said, hell, let's talk about all of them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Okay.
They're relevant.
Because all of them are relevant, you know. And when I'm talking about the struggle, we talk about how people, you know, we gravitate towards that struggle. But what about the friendships that we outgrow and the ones we should have let go a long time ago?
You know, how
Yo.
I have a conversation
how many times we had to outgrow some friends, man? You know,
it's time.
Gotta come. I can truly say I've been around Mo over half my life. Okay, and been knowing Gina. I mean, these are friendships that we cherish and value. Okay, but there's some like Ray down the block who's still trying to hang on. He's still trying to be with you. But every time you come up and see Ray, yo, what's up, Greg? Let me hold $1.
I don't have no friends like that.
The friendships you outgrow and the ones you still let
see
go.
How eyebrows grew up. She tried to scratch it out. I ain't got no friends like that.
But you know what? Hey, you know the saying, and it's not just a saying, it's true. Some people are there just for a season.
Yeah.
I can look back in some of the people that have come into my life that are not in my life anymore, but I got something from them. They taught me something, either what to do or what not to do.
Man, I could think of countless people that poured so much into me that I know, you know, from uncles to aunties, for real good friends that, you know, didn't leave them behind, but they just went in a different direction than I did.
Right.
So is it, can you lose a person because they're in the wrong place at the wrong time with somebody else that you know you should be getting rid of?
I mean, if they got influence on their life to where they don't know they in there, you know, they gotta go. I mean, because 8 times out of 10, you're gonna tell them, what you doing hanging around with man then? Or with man and you know them ain't no good. You mess around, police pull up, and all y'all going to jail. That's my standard speed.
But that one person could have been the person that should have been there, that should have stayed there.
The person that stayed there was supposed to be there.
Yeah, but like I said, you got the residuals, you got the drive-by. So Ray getting a bad vibe on this show today. Okay, but anyway, Ray did something. Okay, and Tyrone was with him, but you and Tyrone hung out all the time. You, Tyrone, and Ray hung out all the time. Ray did something bad and got caught and put your name in it. But Tyrone was with him, and Tyrone said, "Hey man, I ain't say nothing, okay? But how do you know? All right? You know, you had to say something because you was with him. I ain't say nothing, man. Now Ray and Tyrone gone, but Tyrone was a good guy. Tyrone really didn't say. Can you make that up?
Oh man, I wish it's so many times you think you could turn your hand back on time and wish you could because the wrong person was in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know?
Yeah.
Man, it's a lot of that I regret, especially coming from the G. You know, you seen a lot of that happen. You know?
Come on, man. How many people, Mo, did we make friends with buffing them floors at the mall?
Mm-hmm.
Our whole crew, we were friendly, okay? But you remember the one guy when the county came in that was tipping over this one guy was tipping over the donation boxes, okay?
Yeah.
County came in. They swarmed.
Yeah. That was big. He was a big boy though.
He was a big boy.
He's a pretty good sized boy. I'd have brought some friends too. But I mean, even with that, believe it or not, I used to give Ed a ride to work until
that was his name, Mo.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't you glad you didn't give him a ride to work that day?
I probably didn't even think about it. I used to give him a ride to work because he didn't have no way to get to work. And he used to borrow money from me all the time, you know, to get something to eat. And, you know, we were just barely eating all of ourselves, you know.
I was just going to say, none of us had nothing.
We wake up and go to Burger King. We get up after work and we go to Burger King right there in the mall. And, you know, if they had them Whoppers 2 for $1, you know, we buy 2 and give 1 to each other, you know.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the way it was.
Hey, man, I got a confession to make. Yeah, you remember Gene? Gene ain't gonna like this anyway, because she's gonna be like, "They got my bro again being an ass." You remember back when we was doing it? You remember that security guard, that white lady security guard? You remember her with the long? She's a long brunette, had the little body.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, probably about 4 times.
At the mall.
I had to do it, man.
At the mall.
Once in the control room. Let's see. Yeah, I did.
Do we really have to have this conversation? Do we?
Shut up. My brother said, really? Okay. Shout out to my brother Kim, man. He's here from Atlanta, doing his thing, getting on my damn nerves. But that's my guy.
I'm with your brother, really.
Wow. That's my guy. Hey, Ken, come here, man. Hey, Ken. Kenneth Gray, come here. Ken, come here.
You're like, I don't want to be associated with you.
No, he thinks he's my big brother, so he probably won't come. Oh, here he comes. Okay. Come here. I want people to meet my brother. This is my younger brother, Kenneth Gray. Come on, get on in.
Hi, hello. Kenneth.
Hello, man.
Hello. How you guys doing?
All right.
Welcome to the cold.
Exactly. Time to go.
I asked him a question the other day, and I'm not going to tell y'all what it is because he's agreed to get it taped, and we're going to put it on here. Lord. What?
Go ahead.
He's agreed to put it on here, so I want everybody to meet him. That's my guy. Okay, we've had. I'm transparent on the show.
Go ahead.
We had a disagreement the other day. Get your hands off me. We had a disagreement the other day, right? And I'm gonna be man enough
like brothers.
That's probably what we are. I'm gonna be man enough to say that in that, because part of some of the conversations that we had tonight was stemmed from that. I'm gonna be man enough to say that, hey, again, I say when you say something, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But the thing that I did not do was respect the fact that he can say it, because that is the way that he feels and the way that he felt and the way that he assessed everything to bring peace to his life, okay? So that he wouldn't have to worry about this or worry about that. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're correct.
So I'm telling all 7 million of y'all across the world that I love my brother and I apologize.
Oh.
Don't you dare. Don't do all that. I did humble myself, and it ain't never gonna happen again.
That's what you told me, though.
I did.
No. The end result of everything. Basically, he told me, because he got so emotional and in his feelings, that Normally, when I come home, I get a group of people together and we hang out. And he said to me that he's not going to join us no more.
Fuck him.
Yeah. You know,
because of what we talked about.
Before thinking about what he had said, he just blurted that out.
Fuck him.
We think before we speak.
Sound like Red.
We had to curb him just right there. We had to curb him on doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We think before we speak. That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm.
Nice meeting you guys.
Wow.
You as well.
Both of y'all, man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, I mean,
you no. Hey, wait a minute. Y'all. We don't accept drive-by insults. Y'all supposed to have my man 7:55. Let's get out of here for real, cause y'all man, we can argue again. I'll tell y'all about that tomorrow too. Like I said, the other part about everything, you know, as matter of fact, I'll say mine at the end, and y'all can't block me at the end this time. Okay, Mo, we got to get out of here. What you got?
Just remember, we're human. We got emotions. They're gonna be raw sometimes, and be careful who you call a friend, because there's very few in between that's helping you up this life ladder.
Absolutely, Gina.
You know
Gina,
what?
I gotta say this real quick, Gina. Before I'm taking some of your time, okay? Everybody, look, the Distinguished Authors Guild was dope. Okay, that was dope living. It was at its finest. Okay, Sis wasn't on last week, deservedly so, because she look. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. I'm gonna tell them a secret, Gina, for real. Gina came to the Distinguished Authors Guild. She was already sick when she came to the Distinguished. She did the show because that's what she does. And she does not just do that for the show. She does that for us here. And she does that for you guys out there, okay? Gina is the most generous, most loving person that I know, okay, in my family. Even that motherfucker there, okay? She is one of the most generous and kind people I know. And she literally, everybody that didn't know, the Distinguished Authors Guild went off without a hitch. It was great. It was a fantastic event. Next year is going to be even better, okay? But she was sick that night. She was very sick when she walked through that door. But as soon as she crossed that threshold and that door, smiled. She was greeting everyone. And I meant to tell you too, Gina, everybody that was there at that show got sick after you left. Anyway, go ahead, Gina. It's your turn.
No, they didn't.
everybody know why they run around going out. Got that body karate. That's what you got it.
Well, you know what? No, you know, my body just told me it's time to stop. That's just what I rest for 5 days. I didn't answer the phone. I didn't go out the house. Your body would tell you when it's time to slow down, and that's what because I got it was on the way home when I really, you know, it hit me like a ton of bricks. It was like, okay, you're done now. You need to rest. But I just want everybody to know that the virtual show should be out sometime next week. I got the information just now.
Y'all got to see that. Y'all got to see.
I'll get that to you. But my ending remark is, you know, you go through life, things happen, life be lifing, but always remember this: God be Godding.
There you go. Right. I like that, Gina. God be Godding. Okay. Yes. Hey man, look, I'm gonna say this real quick. Okay?
He had to, did he?
See, every time I get ready to talk, y'all gotta stop me. Every time. It's when my time come on, somebody gonna say something during my time.
All right, bro.
Oh, damn. I'm just playing with you, Mom. Anyway, look, I love my brother. I love my brother. I love my family. I love all of my brothers. Don't like some of them.
We love you back, man.
Come on.
We love you back.
Okay. But here's my thing, okay? Sometimes when you do something, again, and we talked about this tonight, you feel you're getting stuff off your chest and you feel good about it, okay? But it's not always right. It's not always right. And you got to understand that you are sometimes wrong when you don't want to be wrong. And this was one of those examples, and I'm glad he came on and said what he said. You got to humble yourself sometime, and you have to be able to say, I'm wrong. I'm not right. I'm not the greatest. You got to be able to humble yourself. I gave him the business yesterday, but I thought about it, prayed on it, and that's my main thought here, okay? Whenever you have a problem, instead of spitting it out like he said, talk to God first.
Talk
Pray.
about it. Yep.
He got you, man. He got you. And then you can have that conversation, okay? Again, my brother's the guy who's like, okay, I'm gonna love y'all regardless of how y'all act. So he still comes in and he says what he says and does what he does. He keeps it moving. All right. And that's the true volume, I think, of a man or a woman. Just do what you do, treat everybody right. Don't jump into an argument just because somebody wants to argue. Like Gina said, misery loves company. Okay. He proved that I'm not going to be the company to misery. All right. We need to do that. We all need to do that. We all need to say, misery, you're on your own. Close the door behind it. Get in there and do what you got to do. All right. Anyway, that's all I got. Tomorrow, we'll see you guys tomorrow. It's DopelivenTV Live. And we got to have a different type of outro, closing remark. Instead of be kind to yourselves and be kind to others. You know, we ain't gonna do all that. Anyway, DopelivenTV Live, man. We'll see. We'll think of something. All right. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.